Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing an experiment of sorts, and it's something that I've never done before, so I'm very intrigued to see the results. Let me explain and I'll show you our plans for this video. Essentially, in today's video, we're going to be creating a self-sustaining eco bowl. We're not going to be adding any fish, we're not going to be adding any shrimps, we're not going to be adding anything to the bowl whatsoever. It is literally going to be hardscape and plants. We're going to be testing various plant species within the bowl and seeing how they adapt to the environment. For the equipment used in today's video, I want to start off by saying a huge thank you to Hygger for sending me out the Hygger HG033 6-watt clip-on aquarium light. We're going to be using this on the Eco Bowl project in today's video, testing it out and putting this product to the test, seeing how well it can help to stimulate growth in the aquarium plants that we'll be using. We're going to start off here with a quick unboxing of the light. Now we've got some key features listed on the side here, and some of these will be absolutely key for our Eco Bowl setup. So we're going to get into the box here and just get the camera to focus as we do so. So as you can see, it's a very, very simple little clip on setup. Let's get the bag off. The power head, and it'll just clamp on here. So you'll screw this to clamp over the edge of the aquarium, or in this case the bowl. This is adjustable, and then you've got your control dial just on the side here. So that's your brightness up, brightness down, couple of other buttons, timer there, your power button, and then your power cable on the other side. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this plugged in, give it a little test before we start and see how we get on. Next up, we needed a bowl, and I've acquired this one from Amazon for just £14.99, keeping this project budget friendly. Now, to create our eco bowl, we have our equipment, but we're also going to need another key factor. We're going to need some aquarium plants. Let me show you what plants we're going to use. Firstly, we'll be using Limnophila sessiliflora, a fast-growing stem plant that can adapt to almost any aquarium setup. I thought this would be the perfect choice. With no CO2 or intense lighting required to thrive, the low demand required for this plant makes it a key addition to kickstarting growth in the eco bowl. To pair with the Limnophila sessiliflora, we'll be using Cryptocoryne wendtii brown, and with its already established height, will look great as a background plant in the setup. As with any Cryptocoryne species, they're well known to melt back before coming back with new growth. I'm intrigued to see how this occurs in the eco bowl, and we'll be observing this. Starting off the build, and I'm adding in nutrient-rich substrate as a base layer. This will support healthy growth, especially for the Cryptocoryne wendtii brown, which are heavy root feeders, absorbing most of their nutrients through the roots. For this build, we are using the Tropica aquarium soil, but you can use any soil or substrate of your choice for this. Before the hardscape, I'm going to turn the bowl round to allow the feature wood to emerge from the bowl opposite to the lighting. This piece of dragonwood is the perfect size centerpiece for the hardscape, and boosted in height by the substrate layer, this fits nicely into the setup. Next is adding in the stone, and complementing the dragonwood seamlessly, I've chosen to use dragonstone. The first piece I'm going to wedge into a gap that fits well so that it almost appears connected. The second piece I'll place around the back here, This fits well into the space and will give the completed rockwork the appearance of flowing into each other rather than three separate pieces. Lastly, this third stone sits perfectly against the back piece whilst also being slightly elevated. I think I'm happy with this final composition. Let's get it glued before I nudge it out of place. To glue the hardscape, I'm filling subtle contact points with cotton wool. This will allow me to bond the hardscape together without obvious gluing visible. For this, I'm using Blue Moss UK Scape as glue, specifically made for attaching hardscape together. I'll then take a handful of substrate like this and sprinkle over the cotton wool to mask the contact points. I'm going to repeat this process to secure the hardscape together as one large piece, ensuring that it won't float or move out of place if not. On to planting and preparing the plants, removing them from the pot and the rock wool whilst separating them into portions. There may also be some left over for our better's home. First, I'm just going to spray down the substrate. This will make it easier for me to plant into, as the plants will hold in damp substrate easier than dry substrate. I think what we're going to go for planting wise is we're going to go with the wendtii brown curving around this side, and then the Limnophila sessiliflora curling around that side, and it should give us a nice colour contrast. I'm going to start with the Cryptocoryne wendtii brown, as this is going to be making up the most part of the background. It's fairly difficult to plant straight due to the shape of the bowl, but once the root system's established, there shouldn't be much movement. So I didn't actually realise that with the size of the bowl, how quickly the plants will make this look full and how quickly the plants will fill the bowl. So I think we're going to go with one more wendtii brown, just somewhere on the background side here. And then we're going to go with a curtain around this side of Limnophila sessiliflora, just to give it a nice sort of green colour gradient from a darker green / brown around this side, following into the Limnophila on this side with the sort of vibrant bright green. But yeah, I'm really happy with it so far, and it's a nice space to work in. Obviously with it being small can be quite frustrating, but I have really enjoyed doing this so far, and it's definitely something I'd be considering doing more of in the future. Next, I'm planting the Limnophila sessiliflora, curving around the left side of the bowl to create a contrasting colour from the Cryptocoryne wendtii brown. As I'm planting this closer to the front, I'm finding it a lot easier to plant. Root tabs are a great addition, and I'm using the Tropica nutrition capsules. For heavy root feeders such as Cryptocoryne species, they're ideal for providing the nutrients required for the plants to thrive. And with that, our eco bowl is complete. Let's get it filled up and add the finishing touches. Now that we've got the bowl filled, I'm going to add water conditioner to prevent chemicals from the tap water harming the plants. Followed by a 0.5 milliliter dose of complete liquid fertilizer. And topping it off with a 0.5 milliliter dose of liquid carbon. And with that, that is it for our Eco Bowl project. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I can't wait to see how this grows in and how this develops. It'll be very interesting to see if these plants can thrive in this environment. I wanted to create almost an experiment to do something completely different to anything I've done before on the channel, and something that I can almost experiment with. I can try new plants in and I can see what works and what doesn't, and I'm really happy with the result, and I'm really hoping that these plants can thrive in this setup. Once again, I just want to say a huge thank you to Hygger for providing this excellent clip-on light for this project, and I'm sure that this is going to be one of the main contributing factors to success in this bowl. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's been something different. It's been a little experiment, and we're going to do update videos on this as well to see how we're getting on, how the plants are growing, and what we can do to improve it, and maybe make a few little changes along the way. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I very much look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you.